In this video, you will learn exactly what to do if you're dating a man who says he doesn't want a relationship at this time. That's right, we're going to go through a step-by-step plan to figure out if he just needs a little more time to get to know you or if he's just wasting your time. So get out a pen and some paper and let's figure this out. Don't go anywhere, we're starting right now. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Antonio Borrello and I'm a psychologist and a relationship coach. This channel is all about helping you build great relationships so you can grow happy with the people you love. So if you're interested in making your love life the best part of your life, start now by clicking the subscribe button and hit the bell notification so you aren't missing anything. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. Imagine this scenario. You've been dating a man that you really like. You've been spending time together and getting to know one another. Things are going great and you're acting like a couple and you feel like this could be the beginning of a new relationship. But when the "what are we" topic comes up, he tells you that he doesn't want anything serious and that he's not ready for a relationship at this time. He just wants to continue dating and doing what you've been doing, but no commitment and nothing serious. Of course, he offers you some reasons why he doesn't want a relationship right now. Perhaps he was hurt by his last relationship, or maybe he has a lot of personal or financial issues that he's dealing with. Whatever the case, he doesn't want a relationship, but he does want to continue dating and see what happens. Now, this is very disappointing and you can't help but wonder what's really going on. Does he just need more time to get to know you, or is he just wasting your time? Should you walk away now before getting more attached, or should you give it some time and hope things will change? Well, if you're dealing with this situation, the first thing you need to do is figure out if your time frame is reasonable. This is the first and most difficult step of all, and let me tell you why. Because there's no universal time frame for knowing when the time is right to get more serious. So if this is a new situation, perhaps you've been dating for a few weeks or maybe a few months, who's to say what is too early for a commitment? Some people might say that it's unreasonable to get into a relationship after only 2 dates, while others would say that waiting 2 months is unreasonable. So you may be sure that you want a relationship with him after just a few weeks, but if he says that he's not ready, of course you're going to wonder if his request to take more time is reasonable. You're going to question if you are pushing too fast. Does he just need more time, or is he just wasting your time? Well, these 5 questions can help you get those answers. Number 1, have you seen him 5 or more times or been on at least 5 dates with him over the span of a month? In other words, have you spent time with him at least once a week? Number 2, have you been physically intimate with him in a way that you normally reserve for when you're in a relationship? Number 3, are you acting like a couple? Do you spend non-date time with one another? Number 4, would you be devastated, hurt, or very angry if you knew he went on a date with another woman yesterday? And number 5, do you find yourself thinking about him a lot? In other words, is he constantly popping up in your mind? If you've answered yes to number 1 and yes to at least one of the questions 2 through 5, then wanting to be in an exclusive relationship with him is completely understandable and reasonable. In other words, you're not pushing too fast. And so here are the steps to follow to make that relationship happen. Number 1, give yourself a time frame. Relationships are all about timing. So if this is a relatively new situation, perhaps he just needs a little more time to be sure. Waiting and giving him the time to make a decision has some very important benefits. First, it shows him that you respect his decision-making process. It shows him that he is worth the wait, and it allows him to develop a deeper connection with you. And that might be exactly what he needs. So give yourself a time frame of 6 weeks, maybe 2 months, and in the meantime, you're going to be doing all of these tips. Now, if this is not a newer dating situation, instead, let's say that you've already been dating for 6 months, well, you still need to give yourself a time frame and an opportunity for these steps to work. But maybe it's only 2 to 4 weeks. Number 2, stop thinking about and talking about commitment for now. And there are 2 reasons for this. Number 1, this usually isn't an issue that gets resolved in one day. And number 2, handling the situation in the wrong way will usually backfire and make your situation worse. So during the time frame that you've established, you have to stop talking about commitment. If you've already had the discussion and you're on 2 different pages of the book, Further discussing or trying to convince him of your point of view will make things worse. The more you talk about it, the more pressure he will feel, and that's not a good thing. He knows what you want, and every time you bring it up, he pulls further and further away from you. If you really want this guy to finally commit to being in an exclusive relationship, you need to stop bringing up anything to do with the future or with the relationship altogether. And you're also going to give yourself a vacation from worrying and thinking about it for now. Because constantly worrying about why he doesn't want a relationship is an uncomfortable and insecure position to be in. And when you are worried about whether or not he wants you, you're less likely to focus on something even more important. Do you like him? Are you compatible with him? So for now, give yourself a little vacation from it. Number 3, stop giving him everything he wants. When a person has everything they want, what's their incentive to try harder? What is the incentive to change? I mean, if you're hanging out together and acting like boyfriend and girlfriend and he's happy, why would he change anything? He's getting all of his needs met. If he's getting his need for companionship and attention and friendship and intimacy and sex, he's getting all of his needs met. He's not going to change just to be nice to you. So you're going to have to set some boundaries for yourself, for him, and for the relationship. That means that you're going to have to start saying no to him. You're going to have to disappoint him, and that's okay. You're going to have to set expectations of him and make him meet them. So you can't be his last-minute booty call. You can't continue to meet him for a Netflix and chill. You're going to have to let him know that your expectations. Let him know that if he wants to see you, he's going to have to make plans with you and take you out on a proper date. Remember, you're not asking for some unreasonable demand. No, you're simply asking him to treat you with respect and plan a date. If he gets angry and breaks up with you, consider yourself lucky. He was only using you. Number 4, make him work for it. People care more when they put more effort into their relationship. So make him work for it. Don't make everything so easy for him. Make him invest in you and try harder. And when he does, he will be increasing his feelings of love and appreciation for you. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about allowing him to help you with things. Small favors, helping you complete a project at home, helping you with studying, things that take time and effort. The more he invests, the more he will like you as a result. So ask him to help you with everyday chores and taking care of your needs. And when he does, he will be valuing you and appreciating you more as a result. The bottom line is that you have to allow him to invest his time, his effort, and his energy. If he wants to see you, make him come to your side of town. Let him pick you up. Number 5, keep your options open. I know, you don't want to date anyone else. You're not interested in dating multiple men. Well, ask yourself this question. Why is it so easy for him to tell you that he doesn't want anything serious? Well, one of the biggest reasons, he's not worried that you're going anywhere. He's not worried about any other man winning your heart. And that is a huge problem. See, one of the biggest reasons why people get into committed relationships is because they are worried that if their partner is dating others, then they might like the other person more. It's fear-based. So they want you to get into a committed relationship so that you're off the market. But why isn't this guy worried about taking you off the market? It's because you have convinced him that you only want him. So he's not worried that you're going anywhere. And many of you are probably saying, I'm not interested in dating anyone else. I understand, I hear you, and so does he. So he can comfortably tell you that he doesn't want a commitment because he has no fear that you're going anywhere. No fear that he's going to lose you to another man. He knows how you feel. He knows what you're up to. He knows he has nothing to worry about. So let me ask you again, if he knows he's not going to lose you to another man, if he knows you're not interested or willing to date anyone else, if he's not worried that someone else might treat you better, why would he change? Why would he try harder? He can just continue to coast and do what he's been doing, and you'll be right there waiting for him. So until your guy finally realizes that you're the woman for him, don't stop dating other men. Keep your options open even if you're not particularly interested in these other guys. I mean, don't be obnoxious or in his face about it. Just keep your social calendar full of dates with others, and you will be less worried about what your guy is doing. And he will definitely notice that you're not as available as you once were, and it will add just the right amount of anxiety to get him to take action. Number 6, have the talk after your time frame. As I mentioned earlier, if this is a new relationship, perhaps he needed some time to really make a decision about wanting a relationship. But if you've been doing the last 4 steps, he's very likely going to bring up the commitment talk himself, especially if you are as compatible as you think you are. But if he doesn't bring it up himself, at some point after your time frame has passed, you will need to initiate the conversation. And when you do, and he tells you again that he isn't ready for a relationship, this is exactly what you need to say. Let him know that you understand that he's unsure or confused, and that, like you, he deserves to be in the happiest and best relationship for him. And then tell him that he needs to take some time and be alone so he can figure it out. Yes, you are the one who suggests to him that he needs some time away to figure it out. But in the meantime, this situation isn't meeting your needs because you want a person who is 100% all in and sure. And so you're going to continue to date because you want a relationship, and when he figures it out, maybe you'll still be available. Maybe you'll be in a relationship, and maybe you'll be married. When you handle the conversation in this manner, you're conveying the following messages to him. First, you're letting him know that you care about his well-being and want the best for him, even if that doesn't include you. You're also letting him know that you're not willing to tolerate or accept anything less than 100% from a person. You're letting him know that you deserve more, and you're showing love for yourself and will not accept less than you deserve. And lastly, you're showing him that you have the confidence that you will find what you're looking for. And despite being disappointed, you know that this is the right thing to do. You're also letting him know that your life doesn't stop as you wait around for him to figure it out. Now, if he cares about you and really has feelings for you, this conversation is likely to be a game changer. Maybe not right away at that moment, but if he knows you're serious and you really follow through, within a few days, you're going to see some serious change in him. But I need to stress this important point. He has to know that you are serious and not just bluffing. So once you've had this conversation, it's now time for him to take action. But you cannot continue to date him and see each other. That has to stop. He has to know that he may lose you. If you continue to see him, you're letting him know that it's okay to continue casually dating, and you're letting him know that he doesn't have to make any type of decision. This lowers your value and shows that you care about his feelings maybe more than your own. Don't do it. Don't fool yourself into believing that you can wait it out and that things will work out. If you continue dating casually without a commitment, you're going to sabotage any possibility of a relationship with him. So yeah, doing nothing is not an option here. Look, if a relationship is meant to be, if he's the person for you, if you're really that compatible, then implementing these suggestions will certainly bring him to wanting a commitment with you. That's for sure. But if it's not right, and if he lets you go and doesn't step up his game, then know that a relationship was never going to happen. There's nothing that you could have done that would have changed that outcome. It just isn't going to work out, and that's okay. The other thing, sometimes you're just dealing with a person who is either playing games or just not that into you. Click here to watch a video that explains the difference, or click here to watch the video that YouTube thinks that you like. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.